Hi guys and welcome back. Welcome to the jQuery. jQuery is a JavaScript library which is great, simplifies the JavaScript programming, which is easy to be learned. Here I will get to the code. In order to use the jQuery, you need to put this URL. I will leave it as a resource. Here I have in the body, I can make here, the first thing I can do here is I can make here at the top of the page I can make a script, which is the second way to write the script. For sure you can make it here if you want. Script, and here I will make to use the script we need to make something first. $sign stands for document.querySelector. Here I will choose the document, and I told you what the document is, which is ready, and open the function. What does that mean? That means I will choose something from the document. So I want, when the document is ready, I want this function to happen, which is $sign document ready function. So when it is ready, I want this function to happen if possible. Here I will make here, let's write something here first. Here I will make P, and I will write here, if you click me, I will disappear. Then here we go. Here I can make $sign and open it. In case to choose the paragraph, I will make two double quotations, and here inside them P. And then here I will make click function. So when I click on it, I want something to happen. There's something called this. What is this? This is any P I clicked on. Seems like if we have here different P's, like click me away, and another one here to be having click me too, P click me too. And now what does this mean? This means any P which I clicked on. I have 1, 2, 3. This means the P which I clicked on. Here when I make a hide, and let's close it. Let's go to the file here and reload. Here I got this. When I click here, it disappears, right? And when I click here again, and here. Great. Let's try something different, but now let's test what we learned. Here I can make for the H1 click me away. And then here, what if I wrote here H1? Will it work? Let's try. It works, great. Let's do it for the header too. H2 click me. I'm not bad. And then when I go here, when I click here, we got a problem? Yeah, we got a problem. H2. When I click here, so now it disappears. Then let's make something different. I can make here something like P with the ID of ID1, and inside it I can make enter this paragraph. Sorry, we got a problem? Yeah, no, it's okay. And then I will go here, I will make $sign, which is document.querySelector, and inside it I will choose the P1, and here mouse enter, and you will know what the mouse enter is. Here function, I want function to happen, and then here I will make alert, so we will be having an alert. You entered P1, And then when I go back and refresh the page, when I click here it disappears. We got a problem here. Yeah. I will make this to H3 and this to be H3. We got a problem here. I think we got a problem. Okay. Yeah, ID1 and not P1. When I load the page and click when I hover this part, now I have you entered the P1. Let's see what we can add here. Now I can add something like the fade in or the fade out. I will choose the fade in, and you can test the fade out yourself. Here I will make here dev with an ID of dev 1, and here I will give it a style of width 80 pixels, height of 80 pixels, display of none, and here background color into red. Then I will break the line. I can just copy this part here. 1, 2, 3, and this to be def 2, and this to be 3, this to be green, and the last one to be something like blue. Then let's go here and make something different. Here I can make a button with click me to fade in boxes. I can add a comment here to separate between them, and then here I can make $, and here the button. So any button I click on. .click function. Parameters with nothing inside. And here when I click the button, what do you want to happen? I want to happen that document the query selector of the ID of dev1, I want to fade in. You have to make these parameters. Let's go here. When I click here, now I have this box. Great. I can just break the line here again. Then here for the next dev, $, and here dev 2. I want to fade in, but with slow speed. When I go back and click here, now I have this, which have different speed of fading. Then I have here dev 3 fade in, here I can make something like okay, I can put a time here, 3 seconds. This is in milliseconds. When I click here again, now I will be having this. Great. Let's copy this part here and make for the dev 4. Dev 4. Here, this to be display of like that. And then I can just make here document the query selector, but with $, because we are using the jQuery, and here the dev 4 fade out. Let's see if it works. When I click here, now I have this fading out. Then here when I make this into, let's make another one here. I will delete the display of the none and call this 5. This I want it to be different. I will give it the black, and this to be yellow. I have 2. Then what if I go here and make $, and here dev 5 fade toggle like that. When I click here, it disappears. When I click here, it appears. Now it is toggling between the fade out and the fade in. This is okay for this video. In the next video we will know how we can talk about. I think we will talk about the CSS. So good luck and have fun. Hi guys and welcome back. After we have did all of that, we will move to the CSS of the jQuery. Now we did click me to fade in boxes or fade toggle or out or anything like that. This is happening. And then when I click here, great. And when I click here or here, we have this. Then the next thing we have here, when I hover this part, when I click here and not bad, or here, 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 or here. Then here, let's create a new file and I will call it css.html. I can just copy all of that and paste it here. I will just delete this document and this one and those. Then let's add the content for the JS. Here I will create a button. Click me to change the CSS. Then here I can make a paragraph and I'll make here this is a small paragraph. And then I can copy this part. This is another. This is another paragraph. Then I will go here and I will make do you remember how can I get the document ready? Anyway, I will make here document.ready. So when the document is ready, I want this function here. I will open the parameters with nothing inside and this brackets, and then I will write I will write what I want to happen. Here I want to click on the button, $, the button, and here I can make a click function. So when I click on the button function, and then here I can make a $, and inside this is the P. So you notice when I use the P or header 1, 2, 3, 4 or A, I do not use the dot or the hash. Then after this part I can make something like .css. So I will change something in the CSS. In order to use the CSS, because you know, let's open this here. I had this. When I click on it, nothing happens. Then in order to use the CSS, we have a different form. I can make here a color, and then after this part I will add a comma and 2 double quotations again. I will make this red and I will close this line. When I click here, now I have the red color. In order to add another CSS color here, which is the easiest way to add, here I can make a $, with the p.css. Let's add a background color. Background color. So I want this to be having the background color of black. When I click here, so I have the background color of the black and the color of the red. Can I control the font size? Well, now we have a challenge. I want you to pause the video and try to make the font size into 50 pixels. Good luck. Okay, I hope you did great. Here I have the $, and the P inside it, and here I will make the CSS, and here font size, and that's to be 55 pixels. When I click here, now I have the 55 pixels and the background color and the color. Then what can I add here more? I can add something like the border, right? Here, $sign with the P with the CSS of the border of, I want the border to be 10 pixels of solid of I don't know, I can make it aqua, I think. Then let's go here and reload. When I click here, now I have all of that. But what if I put the closure here? Will it work? Let's see. The border doesn't work because we cannot put the closure here. Then let's go and add more. I can add the border radius. So here I have P and the CSS, and here the border radius of, let's make it what if I make this 20 pixels? Just 20. Will it work? It work, right? Because this is just a number, so it will work. And if I make it again 20 pixels, it will work. So I prefer using the 20 pixels inside the two double quotations, so you'll not get confused. Then what I can add here, I can add the padding. I can add here p.css, and here the padding, I want to have the padding of 50. Now I have the padding. Let's make this into, if I put this 50 pixels, will it work? It doesn't work because we got a problem here. When we have a problem, it appears here. So we can make this just 50, it will be considered as 50 pixels, or we can put it inside two double quotations, but I prefer putting it inside two double quotations. When I click here, it works. Then let's add some margin. I have here the p.css, and here the margin. I can make here margin of 100 pixels. If I write here, if I wrote here 100, will something change? Let's see. I guess nothing. But when I make this into pixels, now it changes. Great. What can I add here more? I can add something like I don't know. Let's see what CSS we can add here. Style P. I can add something like the text align. Let's try to add the text align. Here I have the p.css, and here text align. Let's try to make it center. When I click here, now I have this at the center. But what if I copy this part here? Let's copy and try to paste it here and make this text align into end. Now I have this at the end, because you know this happens, then this, then this. So it is centered, but then the code finds another properties that says I want the text align to be at the end of the page, so it put the content at the end. Let's see what we can add here. Okay. The letter spacing. Let's try to add the letter spacing. Here I have p.css, and here letter spacing. And here I can make this to be 10 pixels. I think 10 pixels are very enough. Great. Now I have this, but I do not think you can see it, so I will make it just bigger. Now we can see it, sure. Now you know how to make the CSS using the jQuery. Let's test what we did here with just a small thing, header 1, and here I can make this is a big paragraph, and then let's go here and make h1 dot click function. So when I click on the h1, for sure you can make a class or ID if you want. I told you before how to make it. Then here I want the h1 to be having the CSS of color of green. When I click here, now I have the color of green. This is enough. I just wanted to show you that you can do it for more than one item from the basics of the HTML5, which are PAUL, anything like that. So, good luck. In the next video, we will build a small project using the jQuery. Good luck and have fun. Hi guys and welcome back. In this video we will build a very small project using the jQuery. Here in the code I will create a new file here and I will call it project.html. And then here I will copy all of that, paste it here. I will just delete this. Then here I can make the first thing I have here. I can make something like the CSS style.css, and here I will connect between them. Here I want link rel style sheet with an href style.css. Then for the body, I want the body to be having the height of 98 vh and width of 98%, and I will get a background image from here. Background images. Any image that will be doing great, I will take it. They are not great. What about okay, this one here. It is just a K4, but I think this one here, this is better quality. Here, background image, URL of this part. Let's see what we have here when I make this into project. Here I got this, and I want this to be having background size of cover. Now I have this. Great. Let's add some content here. Let's add a button. Here I will cancel this and this. Here I can add h1, or I can make a div with a class of container, and here h1, and here I can write something like I don't know, tab to learn more, or I can make something like 23/9/2020. Great. And here I can make here something like the button with the, I can write here, click here to view the date. Let's see what we have here. Here I got this, and let's go to the CSS. In the CSS here I can make position of absolute, left of 50%, right of 50%, and here transform, translate, -50% and negative 50%. I had this in the middle, but we got a problem here. Width of 100%. Got this, but we got a small problem here. We got a problem, right? What is it? Okay. Let's just delete all of that and add some margin. Auto and this to be just 20%, and margin left of 30%, 50, no, 40. The last one I will do here is this one here, 49. This is okay, and text align to page center. Then let's edit the font size. Font size to be 35 pixels. I think it will be enough. Then this to be just 40. This is great. Then let's make here something like, let's see what we have here in the index.html. Let's copy the display of the none. Okay. Where is it? Here in the project.css. Here the style of this style. And let's go back to the index.html. Here I have what here? I have fade in. When I go to the script of our project, and I will write here document dot ready and function, and then here I will make when I click on the button, and then here I want to click function, and inside the function I can make let's put a dev here, an ID of dev1 or ID1. So here I want $sign of the dev of the ID1 to fade in. And let's see what we have here. When I click here, now it is fading in. Or I can make fade toggle. There a problem, I think. It is okay. Then now it works. Then let's make something different. I can make here a class of class 1, and now I can make something like I don't know, I can add another button. So here I will give the button the ID of button 1. Copy this and paste it here instead of that, just the button. And I can copy this part, paste it here. Button 2. Click here to change the CSS. And then I have here the 2. Here I have the first one and the second one. Whenever I click here or here, it disappears or appears. Then here we have I can add here another document. Here I have when I click on the button 2 dot click function, I want function to happen. What do I want to happen? I want the, where is it? I can give it a class here or the same ID, it is okay. I want the dev2 ID1, sorry, to have the CSS. The first CSS I can add here, I can just copy this part. I want the color to be white. When I click here, now I have the color white, and when I click here again, it disappears. What if I click here? Nothing. But now I have the color white because we cannot change it now. Then here I can paste it that and make a background color into black. So I will be having the black background. When I click here, now I have this. Great. And then I can make here, I can just paste it, and here the width to be 100%. When I reload, when I click here, view the date, when I click here, it disappears. We just have the width of 100% of the content, but it's okay. Then I can just close this and this and this. Let's add here something like the font size. And then here I want the font size to be 70. When I click here, we just got a problem here, I think. We got a problem. Let's just delete this now here. Let's try to delete the width. Let's make this into 70 pixels. Okay, 70 pixels. But I think we cannot change it because we have said this before in here. So we cannot change it. Okay, you can just delete this. We cannot change this because we have edited this in the CSS. And now when I make it like that, I have that. Let's make this into just 30%. Great. I can make this 40 again and make position of absolute. So we have some things here we cannot edit. Then let's go back and see what we can add here. I can add something like I don't know. Let's try to make this like this and see what is problem here. The font size to be having this to be 70 pixels. Now it works. Now I have the 70 pixels. When I refresh, I have this. When I click here, now I have the 70 pixels. It works. Then here I can add the border radius. When I copy this part here and paste, I can make here the border 5 pixels of solid of white. When I go back, I click here and I have this now. Let's try to control the width or the padding if I want. Let's try to make the padding. Padding left. Let's try to make 100 pixels. When I click here, now I have this. Let's copy this part and make this into 300 and the second one to be 300. 300 and this to be right. When I click here, no. When I click here now, I will be having this because we have just have the margin here. Let's make the same for the margin right. Margin right 40%. We just got the same problem, but it's okay. You can just delete the padding if I want. This be 80% when I reload the page and click here. The same. I do not think it is the same as much as well, but we will try again. No, the same. Okay, I will leave it like that. It is not a problem. Then, because we are doing the JavaScript and not the CSS, then here the last thing I will add here is the border radius. You can just copy this part. Oh my god. Do not save. Do not save, sure. I will copy this part and paste it here. Then here the border radius to be 50 pixels. When I reload, when I click here and click here, now I have this. I will just delete the padding because it is not very good. I can make it just 100. I think 100 is okay. Then here, when I click here, I have this, and when I click here, I have this. This is great. But we don't need to edit the button because we are just doing the jQuery and the jQuery and not CSS. Now we can edit the buttons when you click on it if you want. I want you to make a challenge for yourself. If you want to edit the buttons, when you click on the button, I want you to try to change its CSS. So good luck and have fun. If you have a problem with changing the CSS of the buttons, you can get back to me. Good luck and have fun.